heavy overhead coming out from the heavy mace coming out and crunching tonight,
Great
and
showing
that's
from
gonna
both
be it.
players, though. Good games.
Yeah, excellent fight from Amethyst and Sun God there, both showing them what's what. So I believe, let's take a look at the schedule here. I believe that was the end of that. We have one more round in the set before we move on to the next kind of bracket here. Looks like Ryan and Durag are fighting.
And then is Sheepy up against somebody here? Sheepy against Daddywhere?
Yeah, I think it might be those two. So I'll let you go ahead and choose here. What do you want to see? I think
Let's
both of
do
these will be good
Sheepy.
fights.
Oh man, these are both going to be really
These
good,
are both
right?
great fights. Yeah,
I think I hesitate to say this, but I think Sheepy Daddyware.
think it could be
Yeah,
more chaotic because you know how
yeah,
Daddyware is. He's spamming
yeah.
emotes already, so we know how it's gonna be.
This might be entertaining, you know.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. So let's check out Daddyware and Sheepy.
Oh, Durag's always so entertaining too, but dang.
Yeah, it is true. It is true. I'll be real mad if Durag gets knocked out. I don't get to see him later.
Well, he's got at least the loser bracket if that happens.
That's fair. That is fair. What
Yeah,
do
I
we
feel
think?
like we haven't seen Sheepy in a while either. I think this will be good. We did see Ryan Bald in one of the more recent tournaments, so
True.
here they go. Longsword versus two-handed hammer.
Yeah, haven't seen a lot of two-handed hammer recently. I feel like it's been taken out in favor of the heavy mace. But
Yeah.
it is a good option for Vanguard if you can take that and the messer. You know, you can have options for both kinds of classes.
Yeah, and Sheepy taking the first hit. He whiffs a spin stab. It whiffs and Daddyware punishes. But
Nice overhead.
contorting. Yep.
Oh wow, outranged by the hammer
Hits
there.
him in neutral.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow.
Oh, what? Where did that get caught? That
That
went
was
right
fast.
around his shoulder or something. That was actually really interesting.
Yeah, it was a toe drag. It looks like. I got the stream up. It's like a few seconds behind, and it replayed it. So basically, he got him on the back of the calf. Basically, that's really the best hitbox to aim for when you're going for a toe drag. Basically, what's happening is that you're hitting the hitbox that's behind your opponent, and so
Right.
the game doesn't register as it blocking because your block only really covers the front part of your character.
Yeah, the toe drag, ankle drags, those are real strong for that capability. Being able to get around somebody's parry is
Yeah,
huge.
so weapons with long releases like the messer, two-handed hammer, pole axe is really good for it. Basically aim and drag it around to hit the back of the legs. What's happening? We'll probably see more of it here from both players. Sheepy switching to the messer, a good choice because the counter window is much more forgiving on the messer than the longsword.
Yeah.
And really, yeah, in neutral,
Oh.
the longsword is even at best with the two-handed hammer, especially if it's on a Vanguard.
Yeah, I think I would choose a messer here too. He's got two great stabs already, hitting like the
Sheepy
knees.
slowed it
Three.
down now. He's switching to his more characteristic defense. He is playing a
Oh.
lot of offense there, and wow, a perfect.
Yeah, that was really well played on Sheepy's part. He's able to
He
get
was able
three
to-
stabs like immediately. That was very quick.
Yeah, Daddyware was playing very chaotically, I think, that first round, and it caught Sheepy off guard, but I think Sheepy is going to adapt here, and he's adapting a more defensive posture. Letting the opponent make the mistake, which is, in Chivalry, I think, sometimes the way to go. But Daddyware, a very good defensive player in his own right, for sure. So
Yeah,
we'll
but I
see.
do
He
like to
switches
see
the
those
line.
aggressive kind of players as well, though. It definitely
Yeah.
changes it up. I mean, obviously, I think the more steadfast and kind of stoic players that have a more fundamental defensive kind of playstyle tend to win most rounds, but sometimes those aggressive kind of playstyles can catch you off guard and you can't keep up with it.
Well, and you do need offense in this game to be creative, and you have to kind of know, wow,
Ooh.
a disarm.
Huge disarm, yeah.
The new pole axe buff has really made it a contender for a dueling weapon now. I mean, I wouldn't call it S tier, but I would say it's, as we
Wow.
just saw there, good against the messer and good against really a lot of knight builds.
Yeah, insane. What a play right there. I mean, you don't really see a lot of poleaxe get used. I think that's probably one of my least favorite weapons in the game, but if it did get buffed recently, I mean, I do see some players that know how to use it well. Shin Bop is one of them.
Yeah, definitely try it out. I mean, not in the tournament, but obviously, if you get to the dueling yard with it, it's if you like pole hammer, it's very similar in a lot of ways. It's not. I would still say pole hammer's better, but
it feels like the poleaxe has so little range comparatively for being a pole
horizontals
weapon.
do. The overheads are very good. The horizontals, I find myself whiffing with range. And
Stab
the
is
drag,
kinda lackluster.
you can get a very good toe drag with the overheads.
The special is
The
very
special.
interesting. It looks
Yeah.
very weird. It's hard to read, and it comes out very fast as well.
Yeah, he was going for one of those round the back drags there, and he catches him with a follow-up. Sheepy is jabbing for kick health. But
that was a
Daddywhere
really
is one hit as well.
turned Axel. Yeah, these guys are both quite low. Kicks
Does
gonna come
go
in
for the
here. I
kick,
knew it.
and he
Oh, the
gets it.
jab kill. Wow.
You got to go for those, especially when they're at that much health, because especially when you're at one hit too. It's just like
It's just a good option. I mean, there's no reason not to go for it. You have to be wary of it when you're
it
that
is
low on
punishable
health.
for sure. I'm sure Sheepy was ready for it, but it just caught him.
Yeah.
Or I should say expecting it. 3-1, favor of Daddy.
Here we go. Oh, great stab there.
Yep. Think about the stab is just not a lot of damage. It's more of a pressuring tool.
It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it comes out fast and it has a great range. It's one of I think it's one of the best mix-up tools the Messer has.
Oh, yeah, and just the long release gives you so much flexibility. Wow.
I mean, look at that! 3 stabs and that gets him a big kill.
Yeah, well, he landed a heavy horizontal spin, I believe.
For sure, right?
Yeah. So that's you know, you got to chunk their health a little bit with the Messer, and then stab is definitely a good tool to finish it off.
Yeah,
I would say in some circumstances it's better than the longsword stab. In general, the longsword stab is good. But like,
yeah, I would agree as well.
Different tool.
Both of Sheepy's wins have come off of 3 stabs at one point or another in the fight.
Yeah. And that's just that matchup too. The stab on that other weapon, the poleaxe, is not great. But yeah, two-handed hammer, a decent switch, just more damage, faster, better in neutral.
Better damage against a knight here is always important. I feel people don't really like to kind of counterpick against the class as much as they need to sometimes. People are very comfortable with their weapons, but you know, we've seen some people swapping here at least.
I think it's a combination of comfort and a little bit of pride too. You know, nobody wants to be forced off their main drip. You know.
That's true. That is very true.
Close game though.
Somebody's low on stam.
There's that stab again.
Another one.
Yeah,
oh, actually, he gets beat.
Stab. Wow.
He gets beat on the stab there. Wow, yeah. Oh, great. Axel. Oh, and another one.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, those are some good feint mix-ups there. Just timing it well, kind of conditioning him earlier to expect the fast response and then
drag it out. Yeah, that's a really good example of conditioning. You're super right. Very, very important thing to be doing in these high-level duels is kind of making somebody think you're going to go one way and then take him the other way. We got a full hammer.
Sorry.
Full hammer on Daddywhere. I don't ever see him use this weapon, so I'm interested to see how he does with it.
He's good. He's good halberd too, actually. I think he'll play more defensively, but I guess I'm wrong.
I mean, 2 hits right off the rip. That's insane. Yeah, that's going to be big. He gets punished.
Sheepy just kind of adjusting to the timing, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, scammed out. So I think that's it for him. Wow, that was a quick round for Daddy there. Big switch for him. I think that worked out in his favor big time.
He just controlled the momentum of that whole fight after getting those hits. That can happen.
Yeah, big time. That's going to be 4 in favor of Daddy, 3 for Sheepy. So match point for Daddywhere. Sheepy's going to need to win 2 rounds back-to-back to end up taking this this set here. There we go. We got an Executioner Axe swap. Interesting. Using a Vanguard as well. That's probably
He's
a good swap
dangerous
for
on
him.
this Executioner Axe, but he's not warmed up with it.
Man, that was big Axel on the pull hammer.
Yep, that neutral game. I mean, I think they both are terrible weapons for neutral, but if I had to pick one, it'd be definitely the pull hammer.
Yeah, I mean, those Axels can be incredibly fast.
The handle hit. Overhead there, but
another stab. Huge. Oh, man.
Sheepy is one shot from getting knocked into the loser's bracket. Oh, but it retorts with a nice overhead.
Oh, they're trading jabs here.
Wow, this is close.
Somebody's going to try and throw a jab out. They're both jab or kick health here. Oh,
wow, the whiff is not punished. He feints.
Wow.
Oh, and he's caught.
Oh, my God, and he takes it. Wow, that's going to be 5 for Daddywhere. He's going to take that.